Most Open 23, you're joining me for Heist, Monaco, Chapter 3, Pros and Cons. You can relax, John. Nobody knows we're here. I wouldn't say nobody. You roll around to face Ansel, knuckles bulging as your hands form fists. Ansel, but a completely unpleasant surprise. Oh, seems 3 years on the run have made you too rusty. Really, I'm disappointed. That's a shame. I don't know how I'll ever live with your disapproval. How's Harris doing, by the way? She never did well in cages. You take an intimidating step towards Ansel, but in the blink of an eye, a woman appears between you. That's close enough. She presses a hand against your chest, eyebrow quirked in a smoldering gaze as she stares you down. At ease, Sonia. These are, the crew members I wrote about in my book. Rye, John, this is Sonia, my chief security officer. She shifts her weight to the other hip, arms crossing under her chest. Your reputation precedes you. Funny. We didn't know anything about you, but from your stance and posture, I'm guessing former law enforcement? That plus subtle accent. Brazilian policia? Before you went in the private sector? You're sharp, which would make you Rye. She lifts her chin, judging Rye, and then shifts her gaze to you. She steps closer, sizing you up. And you would be John. Mastermind, ringleader, thief extraordinaire. If I didn't know better, I'd almost be impressed. But then again, the two of you are still on the run from the law, correct? It'd be terrible if someone tipped the FBI off to your whereabouts. As you grit your teeth and back away from Ansel, he laughs. Let's be honest, old friends. This is pathetic, even for you. Ansel. After what you did, we will never be friends. You're gonna pay for everything you've done, with interest. Ansel rolls his eyes before looking for you over nonchalantly. Threaten all you want, John. Give me an excuse. I'd love to give you a cell next to Harris. You've got something worse than a cell coming to you. As fun as this is, let's skip the pleasantries. I highly doubt you two decided on a vacation in Monaco, just in time for my employer's marriage. You mean our former Mark's marriage? While it's adorable of you to run a job on me, quit before you embarrass yourselves. Not really in the quitting mood right now. Well, go ahead then. Take your best shot. I'd love to make you fail. Again. He takes a foreboding step towards you, eyes glaring you down. Sonia reaches a hand out to him, clearly nervous, but he doesn't stop. Sir, get whoever you want, plan whatever you want, but know this. It doesn't matter how many people you have or how good you are. This only ends with my boot on your throats. Right. Let's go, otherwise I might punch him. Is that a threat? No, it's a promise. It really is. If I stick around any longer, probably. Rye grips you by the arm and urges you along. Come on, before we lose any more face. Oh god, no, it's her. Ansel goddamn Crane. Lena shouts from across the square, makes tourists and guides alike stop what they're doing and stare. Lena? Yes, Lena. How kind of you to remember. Who are you? You mean you don't know? I was your boss's original right-hand woman, and more. But I see he's found a replacement to shack up with. Shack up? We are not... Lena rolls her eyes and puts a hand down. Don't know, don't care. Wouldn't believe you anyway. You need to leave, Lena, now. Oh, no can do, Ansel. I'm on the clock. Lena nods towards you and Rye. Ansel frantically looks between her and you, jaw-dropping. No. You recruited her? Why so scared, Ansel? Afraid of what I know about you? Afraid of what I could do to you? Sonia puts a hand on Lena's shoulder when she takes a step towards Ansel. Cat fight, cat fight, cat fight, cat fight. If I were you, I'd back off. I have 6 highly trained ex-military troops just waiting for my signal. Lady, I eat highly trained ex-military troops for breakfast. They stare each other down until a laugh escapes Lena as she looks over Sonia. I can see why he likes you. Pretty, tough, probably respects his chain of command. Just be ready for him to change his mind when the next one of your model walks down the street. You're making a mistake, Lena. You have no right. Oh, hell hath no fury. We'll be back, and when that happens, I'll make sure we hit you where it hurts. She rams her shoulder into Ansel. She walks past him. Let's go. I need to break something. Oh, please, by all means, break both of them, and whatever comes out of the woodwork. Sounds about right. Come on. You leave the palace grounds, Ansel's piercing eyes staring after you every second. I was hoping the soccer mom would be here. Rye relays the news to your crew over his radio earpiece. We've been made, kids. Ansel's here and he's on to us. Scatter and meet back at the safe house. That means you too, Lena. You got it. You and Rye reach a safe distance from the palace. He catches you by the shoulder. Hey, are you doing okay? I know we didn't expect to see Ansel so soon. I'm doing just fine. Ansel wants to get under our skin, and I'm not going to give him that to him. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I need you to keep your head in the game. Either way, we've lost the edge. He knows we're coming. How are we going to pull this off? Hold up. Remember what you told me in Reno? The first time we got put in jail? Vaguely, that was years ago. Well, let's make it less vague. You said something will always go wrong. Something will always set us back. But that's not a reason to quit. It's a reason to work harder. It's coming back to me. This is just a setback. We've had them before. We worked the problem. We finished the job. Together. You smile and nod resolutely. Together. Later, back at the safe house. Alright, what's our play? Ansel's on to us, but we need to finish filling out the crew. We need a thief, in the classic sense of burglar or pickpocket, who can make the lift when the pressure's on. I'll make some calls. How many frequent flyer miles have you saved up? None, I don't fly. Montreal, Canada. Are we going to meet Bunty King? 2 flights later, you waltz into an upscale restaurant, glancing at each other and every face. Our potential thief is here. Out to dinner? Not quite. Intel says she's here on the job. She's probably a waitress. Who steals from a restaurant. Goes by Sybil. No surname found. She started young. Been in the game about 2 years. No one knows where she came from or what she steals. What's her deal? Breaking and entering. Second story work. They say she can get in and onto any building in the world. Pro gymnast? More like a Cirque du Soleil. Before you can even take another step inside, you feel a thud against your shoulder. Oh, whoa. You turn around, a woman no taller than 5 feet and thin as a stick looks up at you. Coming through! Stop that thief! That's her. The servers direct all eyes to you and Sybil. Before you can blink, she's woven through the staff and out the exit. After her. You hightail it out of the restaurant before anyone else can stop you, Rye hot on your heels. Why are we chasing her? Anyway. Sybil flies down the street with impossible speed, weaving through the pedestrians with ease. You race after her, struggling to keep up on a full sprint, but she's already almost a full block ahead of you. You see a narrow alleyway up ahead, a potential shortcut to catch her off guard. Let's split up. Gotcha. Keep after. Rye leaves you to chase her down the main drag while he splits down the alley. When Sybil reaches the corner, Rye is there to meet her. Hold on, we just want to talk. Just when you think you have her cornered, she leaps into the air and begins free climbing up the side of a building. How? Within moments, she's jumping from rooftop to rooftop, outpacing you by several blocks. She's human, right? We didn't just meet a mutant. Mutants confirmed. In the distance, you see her sliding through a window into an abandoned warehouse. You follow after her and burst into as fast as you can. You catch your breath inside the warehouse, which is cramped with a myriad of knickknacks and oddities. A jar of fish eye sits next to a vintage set of vinyl records, held up by a futuristic computer tower. Stacks upon stacks of barrels stretch far into the back of the room. She's got some eccentric taste. Are these all barrels of maple syrup? Maple syrup is 17 times more valuable by the barrel than oil. In Canada, maybe? Shit. Startled, you turn to see Sybil hanging upside down from a ceiling beam, an antique crossbow in hand. Whoa. Why did you follow me? I'm not letting you take anything. We just want to talk. We've got a job lined up and we're putting together a crew. If you, calm down, I'll explain. I'm good here, thanks. I think better upside down. Okay. Look, this is a big job. We heard you were one of the best, so we had to see it for ourselves. While still upside down, Sybil swings herself forward to look you over. She stares at you silently for several moments. Well, at least she's aerobatic. Any questions? Do you think octopuses will overtake humans as the new dominant species of the Earth? Rye, are you serious right now? Rye, can I have a moment of your time? I think Rye meant questions about the job, Sybil. Then he should have been more specific. Everything I want, I take on my own. Why should I steal with you? Because... you should broaden your horizons. We need each other. You'll be rich. I don't think she cares about, like, money. Look where she is. Oddities, uniqueness. She doesn't care about that. You should broaden your horizon. You should broaden your horizon. You clearly have a particular sense of taste. Tech, old music, animalized in jars. Can you imagine how much there is to add to your collection across the ocean? That sounds fascinating. Sybil flips onto her belly on the rafter, swinging her legs lightly as she stares down at you. It's like she's a monkey. Jesus. I might be interested. I'm not sure. I'll have conditions. Everyone does. I'm sure we can... A place for my pet cactus, all the fruit snacks I want, industrial grade of excavation drill, with diamond drill heads and no questions. One question? One. What did you steal today? The restaurant's secret recipe for maple bacon fudge. Someone paid a small fortune for me to take it. I also like fudge. Please don't set off my traps on your way out. You leave the warehouse while watching where you stab. Maple fudge. Oh my god. I don't know whether to go ew or I want to try it. I want to believe she's kidding. I like her. Seems we're leaning towards, like, all-female team right now. New York, you and Rye walk through the Washington Square Park, heading for the outdoor chess tables. Apart from a small crowd of tourists, the area is peaceful. Alright, Rye. I'm guessing we're not here to play chess. No, but our prospect is Niles Edison, known as Eddie Quick. Only just got out of jail. Well, he just got out of jail! I'm already not impressed! I've heard of him. Old school elite, member of the Rooks. But he's been in the game for decades. You think he's still got it? Here's hoping. His son Anton certainly showed off some talent. So I think what Edison, with years of experience, could do. As you approach the chess tables, Rye nods his head towards a stately-looking gentleman in the midst of a game against a well-dressed businessman. That's him. Just watch. I bet he shows the guy what happens when you challenge a first-class criminal genius to a match of wits and... Checkmate. Damn! Blast it! Goddamn bloody... Slams his fist down on the table in frustration, making the chessboard rattle. Rye? You sure this is our guy? As you and Rye watch, Edison tips over his king and slides a handful of cash across the table to his chess partner. Well, I know when I'm beat. Still, good game, eh? Edison reaches out for a handshake when his opponent absently accepts while stuffing the cash in his pockets. Pretty sure we want a thief who can gain money rather than lose it, Rye. No, there's gotta be something more going on. Something we're missing. I bet he's up to something. Lifting the rook piece from the board and twirling it between his fingers, Edison walks over to a bench next to a loud street busker. You and Rye exchange a look and then head over to him. You speak softly, letting the music hide your words from the passerby. My friend and I would like to ask you... Not now. I've got business to take care of. But we... Do I look interested? Cut it off. I'm waiting for someone. Don't be so dramatic, Eddie. John and Rye can stay. Our business will only take a moment. How does she know our names? You turn, startled, to see a woman standing behind you. Her approach was so quiet that you didn't hear a thing. How do you know our names? I know everything about you, and I know why you're here. Revenge takes an awful lot of planning, doesn't it? Hold on. You're the broker, aren't you? The mouthpiece for the rooks. I see you've done your research. The broker turns to Edison, and her expression darkens. She holds up her hand, palm on. Turn over your ring, Edison. I earned the status that comes with this ring. You can't just... He trails off as the broker's face remains hard, then twists a signet ring off of his finger and reluctantly drops it into her hand. Your membership is hereby revoked. You've got to reconsider the Johannesburg job. I only did what I had to do. You know the rules, Edison. A rook never steals a job from a fellow rook. They trusted the task to a child. The boy couldn't break into a picket fence without some good asinine gadget. You can't kids these days to me. If you're not adapting, you're obsolete, Edison. Our decision is made. You're best to come to terms with it. Or find a job. Do what you do best. Prove to us that you still belong with the rooks. As the broker turns to go, she pauses a moment. John, Rye, officially speaking, the rooks have no stake in your current endeavor. But off the record, we'd love to see you take down Ansel Crane. He's causing trouble for all of us. And what he did to you and your friend Eris is an insult to honor among thieves. Okay, seriously, how do you know all this? We're the rooks. We know everything. The broker nods once to you and Rye, and then steps into a passing crowd. Once they've gone by, there's no sign of her. They may be cryptic, but you gotta admit the rooks have style. Yes, and you can stop gaping now and answer some of my questions. Let's start with why you were following me. Following you? We know who you are. We heard that Eddie Quick was back in the game, and we needed someone with fast hands for the job we're planning. Straight to business, eh? I respect that. We just wanted to scope out the situation first. We know you've been out of work for a while. Aha, and you were hoping to catch me in the midst of some display. Is that it? Checking if the old man's still spry? Something like that, and I gotta say, for a thief with your reputation, you sure know how to lose money. Edison coughs slightly, glancing around to make sure you're alone, rolls up the sleeve of his jacket, revealing a row of gleaming fancy watches on his wrist. I mean, every pawnbroker has those, but those must cost thousands. Is that a Rolex? A gentleman always ends a game with a handshake. Subtle, yet effective. The Edison family doesn't disappoint. So you've met my son. I suppose he showed off his computer tricks, did he? Stealing from behind a screen. So many thieves rely on that crutch these days. Damn shame. Well, truth be told, we met with Anton while looking for a hacker. Figures he'd have his nose where it shouldn't be. Did he win you over, then? Actually, we chose to go with someone else. Oh, you're not totally daft, then. You don't think Edison Jr. be up for the task? Don't get me wrong, my son has great potential, but he'd jump headfirst into a bloody wood chipper if you let him. His skills have led him to believe he's invincible. For dangerous work, you need people who know what's what, and who understand the value of experience. Look, you clearly haven't lost your old tricks, but you should know the job we have in mind will be a challenge even for you. That look you've got, I've seen it before, that hunger, ambition, yes? Most times it's followed by failure. So why is this worth my time? Because you'll regain your old glory. It would be nice to prove that I've still got a trick or two up my sleeve. Edison rubs a hand over the watches hidden beneath his sleeve, and Rye raises an eyebrow. Among other things. Your name was once the most respected name in the business. Why shouldn't it be again? Well, I see you know that flattery would get you far. Consider me intrigued. Say the word, I'll be there. Edison glances down at his finger, now bare, where his ring with the rook's insignia used to sit. After all, recent events have left me open for work. I don't think my business with the rooks is quite finished yet, but they just need a reminder of what I can do. And I know they like their secrets, but I can share some with you if you choose to work with me. Sighs, then rises to his feet and holds his hand out to you and Rye. In the meantime, it's been a pleasure doing business. Shall we shake on it? I don't think so. Ah, well, worth a try. Back at the car, driving towards the airport. Decision chime. Sybil's offbeat, but we saw firsthand how skilled she is. The girl can move. Acrobatics and infiltration will definitely come in handy. And then there's Edison, whose reputation speaks for itself. If we want someone with experience, we couldn't do better. On top of that, even if the rooks kicked him out, he's got decades of contacts and associates he can call up. It would be good to have a legendary Eddie Quick on our crew. But that's just my 2 cents. It's up to you, John. Oh, mother... Oh! Choosing Niles Edison will unlock additional scenes with the rooks throughout the book. Ooh. Okay. Alright, I'm intrigued. I'm thinking. I have to do this thing. It's called thinking. I'm making you all sit and wait. We'll be back after the... No, I'm kidding. Because I love every single one of you and 'tis the season to be giving. I digress. Edison meets you at the safe house, looking surprisingly put together after such a long flight, his jacket crisp and unwrinkled. Well, we meet again. Feels good to be back with a group of fellow lawbreakers. Couldn't settle for less than the best. Let me show you around. Just, you see anything shiny, maybe keep your hands off. I'll be a proper saint. As your new recruit surveys the safe house, you pull Rye aside. You know, Grabbing the jewels means nothing if we can't get out of Monaco in time. So let's get us a driver. Großglockner, High Alpine Road, Austria. We can do an Austrian accent. Hey! The pitch-black cloak of night is barely peeled away by the sketch lights illuminating the twistiest road you've ever seen. They're going to race on that, in this visibility. That's right, the underground races on Großglockner draw some of the best drivers in the world, but there are two in particular who I've contacted. You approach the starting line and Rye leads you towards two cars in the back. A handsome man looks up from under the open hood of his car to shoot you an intense stare. Very hardcore, aren't you? A woman with fiery curls piled on top of her head blasts music from her radio as she stretches before the race. Don't do this to me, Pixelberry. Don't do this. I curse you. As Rye approaches, they both come over. The man nods at him and gruffly shakes his hand, while the woman lightly punches his arm. John, me former F1 driver Fabian Ahmed, and former X Games rally racer Tilly Marshall. Glad you both were able to make it. If the take's as good as you say, I'll beat up any punk on the starting line for this job. I take no pleasure in humiliating my opponent, but Rye says this job is near impossible, which means I must be the one to make it possible. Easy, both of you. The escape plan we put together involves leaving the city in exactly 7 minutes, while several major roads are blocked off. So, we're not just taking anyone on board. He's right. We need someone clever and unpredictable. This job may take a lot of unexpected turns. We need someone who can roll with the punches. Sounds like my kind of party. The tall man bumps through both Tilly and Fabian forcefully on his way to the spectator stand. What it is you're looking for, real men? Your job can't be that important if you're going to these hosts of nobodies. Who are you? Me, I'm Gino Agrazzi, the best racer here, which you would know if you spoke to anyone else. Gino is currently the record holder of the Großglockner, whom I've counted out for incompatibility personality. I must be above your pay grade, especially if you want one of these porca drivers. Big talk from a small petty man. Didn't your mama tell you too much salt's bad for you? Gino scoffs, shaking his head, and heads to the spectator shuttle. Alright, you two. We'll see you at the finish. You take the last spectator shuttle up to the finish line, looking down over the massive winding track. While you watch dozens of cars rev to life, Tilly and Fabian roaring their engines at one another. The starting light flashes red, yellow, then green. The cars blast up the hills, wheels screeching as they take their hairpin turns at drastic speeds. Fabian weaves quickly between the racers with the grace of a seasoned dancer. Damn, he's smooth. Woo! Suddenly, Tilly's car jumps a barrier to completely cut a corner. She rams into the car on the landing, speeding past Fabian. That was unorthodox. Isn't that against the rules? Are you worried about rules in an illegal street race? Fair. Fabian and Tilly are neck and neck as they approach the last 2 miles. Fabian weaves effortlessly around Tilly's antics, but she never loses the pressure on him. They screech up to finish the line, and cross almost at the same time. Wow, that'll be tough to call. Tilly and Fabian get out of the cars, heaving for a breath, but smiling at one another. Not bad, pretty boy. That was a better challenge than I expected. Thanks for making this interesting. As you walk up to Tilly and Fabian on the tarmac, you hear someone clapping slowly behind you. Ah, ah, how mediocre! You think they're better than me? Not your pecker, Togna. Move along, Gino. We're not interested in working with you. Don't you want to know who you're hiring? Ah, what's that supposed to mean? Come on, you don't recognize Fabian Ahmed, famous banned F1 driver? So what if I was banned? If I go with the challenges, F1 had none left for me. And then there's Tilly, whose trashy parties and expensive habits lost their sponsorships. My parties were not trashy, and exotic pets are a passion, not a habit. So, I'm just saying, these are your top picks. You couldn't find anyone better? Let me guess, like you? I should break down his ego. So you think it's complete chance that no crews worth knowing have hired you? I've met your type before, and I'll meet them again. You're incompetent, scared, and covered it up with your anger. Now run along, the adults are talking. Gino gapes at you, stunned, before running off, cursing under his breath. Yeah, no. I could watch you crush his dignity for hours. You'll have to settle for a few minutes this time. Rye clears his throat, drawing your attention. As fun as all this has been, we've got a flight to catch and a driver to choose. We've got two great candidates. As you look at them, you see Tilly glancing mischievously at you. As Fabian looks you up and down with his sharp brown eyes. So, love interest, basically. But I know who we're taking. Whoever you choose will be a love interest in the romance. Called it. Okay. So we got Fabian. I'm not looking at this from a love interest perspective. Nice try, Pixelberry. I'm looking at this from a who can get the shit done. They're the driver. They're actually one of the most intricate parts of the whole shenanigans. So the question is who, what, when, where, and why. Fabian actually handled things really gracefully. He was smooth driving, but not everything's going to be smooth, especially when you're leaving the scene of a crime. You know, after you've just stole from people. You know. Okay, next on to Tilly. Very unorthodox dressing. I'm just serious. Like, this is very unorthodox. Like, However, she was able to handle turning and doing things and using unorthodox means. So clearly her outfit goes with her unorthodox ways. She reminds me more of like a Dukes of Hazzard type woman than anything right now. I go with Tilly. We kind of need that unorthodox, just a little. Tilly or in. Hell yeah! She bumps her hips against yours, giggling to herself. You better be as fun as you seem. I don't do jobs with stick in the muds. So when do we get this show on the road? No. Pack your things. We're leaving for Vienna's airport in 3 hours. 3 hours? Y'all check any bags? Because I'm going to need to check like 5. Oh, great. She's bringing tons of shit with her. I regret everything now. Back at the safe house, personal belongings lie scattered around the room, and drinks clutter the table. Rye refixes himself a cocktail while you introduce your new driver to the others. Certain choices throughout the book will increase your new crew's members' trust in you. Trust points will affect how each teammate treats you and will decide their fate at the end of the book. Don't freak out, but here's one of those choices now. Right. Well, this is stupid, but these answers are meh. So we have Everyone meet a driver. Now we'll be untouchable on the road. It's boasting a little too much, don't you think? Now we'll be keeping an eye on the new recruit. That means you don't trust them. And she's supposed to be your love interest, too. I mean, think about that. I'll do egotistical versus insulting. Now that's the kind of introduction I was hoping for. So, you're our new driver. Let's hope you know what you're doing. I don't fancy getting my take only to die in a crash on the getaway route. Oh, don't worry. You'll be safe hands while I'm at the wheel. As long as you're fine with going off the road a lot. Off-road? Only of our profession suddenly comes with health benefits. We'll get you a real nice helmet. It's been so long I've ridden in a car that wasn't a sensible family sedan. But don't think I can handle a chase. I'm still Blackbird. For the record, I don't like putting my life in anyone's hands, so you better be a damn good driver. As your newly formed crew gathers around the table, you speak up to get everyone's attention. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty good about the talent we've got in this room. If anyone's up for this job this big, it's us. We've got our work cut out for us. Running an Ansel at the palace this early wasn't part of the plan. But there's some good that came out of it. Rye nods to Samira, who takes a step forward. While Ansel was engaging in his ridiculous posturing, Blackbird was breaking into the local network and ripping away digital blueprints for the palace. Will you please stop talking about yourself in third person? Which, by the way, is such a beautiful palace. I never get to travel anymore. What would Lulu's schedule know? Samira? Right, back on topic. Oh, I'm regretting everything now. We'll be pouring through these blueprints. We'll let you know when I find something we can use. Sounds good. I'll leave you both to it. Everyone else gets settled. You won't always have nights to yourself. As the crew disperses, Tilly pulls you aside. Looks like we've got some time to kill, and I don't like sitting around. I'm gonna go check out the roads around here. And I'd sure love some company. What do you say, want to ride shotgun? Ride shotgun with Tilly to get to know her better and for a chance to increase her trust in you. Good thing I read it as trust. I was... Add a T or H and you get it. I should get some rest. I like the romance. Listen, shh. This cheesy, shitty, yet romance music that they've picked for when you know your love interest is hitting on you. That's okay. Maybe next time. It has been a long day. I'll let you know what I find out here. Tilly flicks her curls over one shoulder before heading out towards the car. Later that night, you hear frantic discussion behind Samira's computer. They can't seriously still be working. Around the corner to find Rye and Samira poring over the digital blueprints. Samira, you're a freaking genius. Oh, I love that screen. Look how much information is on those screens. Oh god, yes, please. So glad you finally realized. Rye, what's going on? Okay, there's some good news and some bad news. Bad news, we plan to use breaching explosives at the palace, but there are pressure sensors in the building foundation that will set off an alarm at any boom too big. So we'll need to be precise. We need a demo expert. These sensors are calibrated down to the ounce. We don't need any just any demo expert. We need the demo expert, Eris. But the Sentinel security system, Eris told us it was too dangerous. That's the good news. Samira might be able to fix that. Her eyes lock with Rise, and his face hardens with resolution. Then let's go break our girl out of prison. Oh, we got 2 more down there. We got 2 more. So it's probably going to be Eris and someone else. Chapter 4, go directly to jail. I don't want to. You go to jail. We have almost a whole female crew, I'm just saying. And I did this inadvertently. I just went with whoever was the best. I don't know. With that being said, hope y'all did enjoy the video. I've enjoyed this book so much. It's actually a lot of fun. I haven't really had any downs of the book yet, I can actually say. They've actually done fairly well. So I can't complain yet. So, not bad. Not bad. Although we're only just a couple chapters in. So, yeah. With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. You can come over to Twitch. Oh my god, what's that? You can come over to Twitch and watch us live? I know, it's mind-blowing. Oh my god. It's just amazing. And we have a lot of other games that you'll never see on YouTube. And it's just amazing. Okay? Okay. Alright. Thank you. Yeah, I love you all. Okay? I will talk to you later. Hopefully catch you on stream or the next video. Bye-bye.